Hey, you're that vault dweller I hear so much about. Man, this day is full of surprises. First this darn vault door lands here, now you've come to collect it. Well, going by the number, I'd say this is from Vault 63. My buddy told me that it's located in the ash heap. I can mark it on your map. If you do make your way down there, stay safe. I heard it's overrun with mole miners. And the ash heap itself is barely breathable without a mask. And one wrong step might charcoal roast your foot. That aside, there's been a crazy storm brewing down that way. Doubt it's related, but I think I'll steer clear myself all the same. You bet. Safe travel, stranger. Hey, Dweller. I know it looks tempting, but you don't want to burn yourself, do you? I never really understood why Vault-Tec put numbers on the doors. How many are there anyway?
Use the door. Slid through the floor. Can't see. Kill the creatures! It doesn't taste like us! Kill it! Make it stop! We're trying. Please! We will not tolerate such disgusting presence! Just because you see me doesn't mean I don't see you! You know what I mean? Sure. There's blood on phantoms. We're trying. I want to see if your insides are clean or dirty.
Anyone still sane out there? I'm in the intercom if you can hear me. Someone there? I picked up a pretty big surge of activity on our sensors, but it went quiet all of a sudden. Well, obviously, that whole tunnel is infested with the Lost. The question is, what are you doing in there with them? Wait, are you telling me that you managed to wipe out all of the Lost yourself? I have so many questions. How? With what? And actually... No, focus, Hilda. I could use someone with a lethal skill set. Hey, would you be up for a little hike? Yes, but this is hardly the time to talk. All will be explained if you follow my directions. No, wait, please! Just hear me out. The entrance area you're in now was once a high-speed rail system for transporting supplies to the rest of the vault. But as you can see, it's completely caved in. You'll have to walk to another entrance closer to the vault's atrium. It's just a quick trip over the hills to the south. Look for the entrance to the Shenandoah National Park. If you need a landmark, just keep walking toward that teeny tiny, giant, menacing storm in the sky. You'll find the entrance underneath the manor in the dead center of the park. And storm. Can't miss it! Good luck!
Go away! Get away! Oh, you aren't one of them. You scared me. Do I look okay to you? May as well have. Never seen anything like that before. I'm Craig from Foundation, and I think I'm the only one left. We saw the nasty weather kicking up down here and thought it'd be worth checking out. See if anyone needed help. Didn't make it far down the road before we got jumped by something. I panicked and ran. They looked kind of like ghouls, but glowed, charred all over, and sparking like a broken wire. They were yelling all kinds of nonsense. Came at us out of nowhere and just started shooting and swinging. You're serious? Did you hear what I just told you? Well, better you than me, I suppose. Actually, if you're going out there anyway, would you mind doing me a favor? As you head down Skyline Drive, could you check if there are any signs of what happened to my friends? A trail, a body, personal effects, anything I could use to find them or report back at Foundation? Who knows? Maybe even a survivor. Not asking you to do much, just to drop a flare nearby. I can investigate them once the storm calms down a bit. Thank you so much. Anyway, just take the flares. If you happen upon anything or anyone, just drop one. And if you come back after, I'll make it worth your while. And watch out for those things. They may look like they're not. And they're not friendly. What am I gonna do if those things come back?
clumsy demons! They've given their game away!
Mysterious stranger. Hello? Anyone there yet? Maybe I gave bad directions. Hello? Anybody? Oh, wonderful. I was getting worried. Ah, a voice! Oh, yes. I remember that voice. You're here! So, here's the situation. You need to get into the vault. I need to get out. This door isn't intended for easy access, so it'll require joint authorization from both sides to open. I'm on this side and authorized. You're on that side and not authorized. But no worries. I've got a plan. All of the Lost were once members of the vault and should have authorization. You just need to get a hold of a hand and scan it. Easy peasy. That's right. Just a bit of post-mortem amputation and we'll be set. Just scan the hand once you've got it. I'll be on standby. Promise. Time's a-ticking. Chop, chop! Ooh, sorry. Anyway, I gotta run, but I'll be back. Scan a hand! Bye!
Good, you're here, and you're not lost, I assume. If you are, say so, because that would be a major breakthrough. Ah, good. Well, bit of a downer, actually. Got my hopes up for a second, but I digress. Anyway, I'm Hilda Stoltz. Hi. I'm head of the organic sector, which is exactly where I'm about to run off to. But don't worry, my Uncle Hugo is very eager to meet you. Just down the hall, in the Overseer's office, as he is the Overseer. Oh, and I've disabled the two-step lock, so coming and going should be easier now. Anyway, like I said, Uncle Hugo, down the hall. Toodaloo!
You reckon that storm's gonna get worse or better? These jumpsuits don't leave much
Willkommen.
room for expression.
Willkommen. Bitte komm rein. My niece told me to expect you. And do not mind my appearance. I can assure you I mean no harm. Can the same be said of you, though, outsider? Do you intend to harm us? Where are my manners? I did not mean to be so standoffish. You are a most welcome guest here. I cannot be too careful. It has been a long time since we've spoken with anyone from the surface. Ah, fascinating. Is that the faint clicking of a Pip-Boy I hear? How grand. A colleague from another paradise below the ground. Vault 76, I take it? What a pleasant surprise.
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our, condition?
Wunderbar. Kismet even. We are having fun now, aren't we? Listen, my new friend. Regardless of what pretenses my dear niece may have brought you here with, I believe I can repay you for your effort. No, opportunity. And your silly surface currency too, I suppose. As you may have ventured to guess on your trip here, our beloved Shenandoah has seen better days. Less stormy days. I'm in the midst of trying to get this under control, but our vault is still in a bit of a state of shock. If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty of payment in kind. Fantastisch. I'm pleased to hear it. Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation you have. I am Hugo Stolz, overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also a principled man of business from the world of yore. Founder and CEO of Stolz Enterprises, respected member of Vault-Tech's board of directors, and overall international man of mystery. Allow me to formally welcome you to Vault 63 as our, let's say, outside consultant. Yes, that'll do perfectly. Oh, please. Hugo is just fine. Now, I'm sure you have many questions. I would expect no less, but I promise your first task will help to answer much. Speak with our Chief of Security, James T. Oberlin, and fetch me his latest situation report. I'd like to have him vet you a bit before we proceed any further. I'm sure he'd be happy to answer questions for you about our current predicament while you're at it. You'll do splendidly, I'm sure.
red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
What would Cassie do?
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accidents. Looking for someone? You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was... Looking for someone? You know, before the accidents.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it.
Need something?
As if things weren't bad enough. Now I have to keep an eye on an outsider. Been expecting you. James T. Oberlin, Chief of Security, Vault 63. Formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stoltz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly did you end up on our doorstep, outsider? And you were able to dispose of them. Interesting. Must mean you have some combat training. That could be helpful. Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or background on you, perhaps you could fill me in on your history.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
At least you're honest. Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival and filled me in on the situation. Sorry for the test, but wanted to see how you'd present yourself. I appreciate your attempt to take this seriously, but I won't say I don't have my doubts. Let's see how this plays out, though. Here's my status report for Mr. Stoltz. You're dismissed, unless you have other questions. Fine. It's only fair that you're briefed on our situation. Good.
Seeing someone do so much good around here. It's refreshing.
Hopefully Daniel will report in soon. Is there a reason you're loitering in my office?
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep
Don't you be
lasting.
starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating? Don't you be starting to change things up around here.
Ah, you've returned.
Got a system, and it
I've
works.
just been thinking on some things. Yes, that. Don't worry about that now. I have a question for you. Tell me, are we our brains? Are you, the person standing in front of me, simply a brain? Or are we more? Consciousness, perception, encoding and the formation of memories, to take the observable world and sculpt from it a translation of ourselves, of others. And in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist?
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
Of course. We've only just met. I apologize. You have the spirit of an old friend about you. I've forgotten there's much new ground to tread between us. I may have failed to mention this before, but I am or was blind. Born that way. After the incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see. Waves bending and refracting. Gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being. This world I see, I share it with the lost. I live as they do, yet I remain myself. Perhaps more myself than I was before. But others were lost to it, and to us. Friends, colleagues, loved ones. When they witness this world, they're minded... Well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives, just as one could never explain sight to me before. We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us. Desperately so. I appreciate your condolences. It has been a very long time since I've spoken to someone who doesn't share this grief with me. All of this is to say we need your help, my friend. There are many problems at our feet, and you are uniquely it to help us. Thank you. That truly means the world to me. Let's discuss next steps. There's 2 sets of investigations I'd have you undertake. Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. Speak with either of us when you're ready to hear the details. And once again, I cannot contain my excitement in having you on board. Willkommen im Team, mein Freund. The early bird catches the worm.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression. You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, before the accident.
You reckon
If I hadn't already lost my hair, I'd be tearing it out right now.
Looking for someone?
Make it quick. I've been spread thin dealing with surface-side security concerns. My more menial tasks have started to slip through the cracks, however. I can tell you're equipped to handle much worse, but tackling some issues from my backlog would be of great service to me, at least as a start. There are 3 in particular who often bring up issues to me. You can start there. There are 3 residents that have been complaining about a myriad of concerns. Margaret, Lawrence, and Julio. Your best bet is to track them down. They're likely lounging about waiting for someone else to handle the hard work. They should have more than enough to keep you busy for the time being. Report back when it's been handled. In the meantime, I have other matters I need to attend to, so please, if you'd excuse me. So you'll be with us for a while. Try not to get underfoot.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our,
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our...
You should have arrived a few years back.
condition?
The old vault sure was something. Before the accidents.
Have you heard about... Ugh, again?
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
Need something?
You have beautiful skin. It's, unsettling.
Seeing someone do so much good around here, it's refreshing.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said there's nothing
I
to
miss
worry
research and science and
What brings you back
discoveries and news. I miss research.
screw it.
and
I miss how it
science.
was before.
Discoveries and news. Screw it. I miss how it was before.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for discretion.
I'm tired of all the red tape, security checks, just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened. It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
Hey there.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
Someone told me I had a few loose screws. I am still looking for those screws.
This is a nice place. Never was much of a builder myself. Why do they keep assigning me missions? Really? How am I gonna make night without more combat rotations?